that was pretty decent form against Paper X.
All right, we got Boom on defense. We got T1 on attack. Everyone is insanely sheriff pilled on pistols at the moment.
Another way, it is what it is. But yes, looking at these comps on towards Ascent, it's not the stable meta that we have known and come to hate. I didn't really like the.
Dude, I'm excited for this. I like both these comps.
It's fun. Yeah, T1. See what they got on the attacking side here. It's Boom opting to start on the defenses, and already Shiro find a 2.
A lot of trades. Stacks actually finding it back also, so that's not
sheriff.
too bad already. 3
2
on
for 2
3.
trade.
A lot of open
The
ground
wall
now
over
with
towards
those
short
two
as well, but they can see this wall,
defensive
so they
players
kind of
down
know
on the
it's up, so they might want to delay at one point.
It's not the Phoenix comp that Boom ran.
No, sir.
But it is a lot of fights that they're still looking to contain and win. Berserk's is low.
Yeah, because T1 is currently contacting every single little spot now through market, possibly through, I was going to say stairs. Okay, back to stairs.
Yeah,
Gotta
they
close
know
the door
exactly where he is
first.
now.
DH doing
Also,
his
the
due
kill
diligence.
trip gives them like a
That's one of
little bit of
Viton's
info that
favourite
he's know that he
players
went
in
over towards
Boss9
stairs.
going up against the newbie on T1 for DH. An impressive stat line in there in his first series in T1. Spotting both.
The big
Flash out
flash,
as well.
bro. That's a
Ooh,
big
gets a good
flash.
shot, wall banged.
2 bullets, doesn't reload.
Needs
1 bullet.
One headshot against DOS9, who closes
Yeah, gets
in
caught
the
out reloading.
distance.
Nicely done
Not
from
the
DOS9.
back,
The
it's
smoke
a
was
right
good.
click. It's Boom with the pistol.
Yeah, unfortunately just reading that one wrong.
Sure,
at
I
the
mean, it was
end
pretty
there
much
as soon as
just trades, and
DOS9
then
hears that reload
the thing that
going
really
for
decided it was the
charge.
duel over
You
towards B.
understand that. Now, we got into this one pretty rapid snap. Something I want to kind of little highlight going into this anti-eco round right now is the Boom versus Talon game, right? We think about that one, we think about Boom really kind of underperforming in that one. Berserks and NC Slasher having a bit of shockers, but I look towards this series, Bind and Icebox were the 2 maps that were played there. Both of these have been banned initially in this series. So I start to get my head around things and I start to wonder, all right, Boom, well, Bind has been a map that you've generally liked to play. What do you actually feel confident on these days, right? Coming on the back of that great stage 1 playoffs shambles,
right?
So they take it to CORRODE.
Flash.
That's going to be
Flash
really
over towards B to take control.
This one. And for T1 going to Ascent, I think it's fair, but I also
I want to say
think it's
that
flaky.
Boom
So
can
for
at
them
least
dropping the
learn a
pistol
little bit
here,
from this eco.
not off to the
Or like
greatest start,
anti-eco.
but I mean, it is too
They'll
early
probably
to tell
start
really
breaking that.
what T1 are going to look like with this Fnatic style comp.
Yeah, it's only
Vice
the
Flash
second
early.
match that these 2 teams are playing right here in stage 2 for now. But at least currently, Boom happy to take contact. Famous up or Marshall. He's happy to click away on this weapon. Close range, looking for the
I'm just watching you.
Where there is now then a judge lying in wait in the hands of NC Slasher.
I guess it's only going to be...
Just no
I guess it's
entry
only
at
going to be
all
for 2 weeks, then you got... That really?
for T1.
It's only be for 2 weeks, and then you guys will chill out a bit.
Famous is he going to be here today? Well, it's not name and lights, but he started to walk the path. That is for sure. 2-0 start for Boom Esports. Now we start to see what things will look like for T1, and it's not like they're playing this new composition of theirs and no one's playing in sort of comfort roles, or we've got 1 player or 2 players off role or anything like that. I look to them being very comfortable in a lot of these agents right now, trying to just put all the pieces to the puzzle together.
All right. Big buy rounds. Big buy round against the bonus. The bonus isn't great, so... this is a nice recon, right? Wait.
Right? So
Wait, lands a little later than my one, but I still like it.
They're going to be able to do to bait out Boom, who meanwhile in this fresh round are taking
And
the
then you
space
TP on the
towards
back of
B
it,
main.
and if
Having
it gets
sheer
shot,
wall
you can
here
flash.
is very common when Vice is played on this map. You can sometimes see it a little bit deeper in towards main as well if they want to go for a little bit more forward play. Good start though as Izu finds NC Slasher.
Yeah, and T1 pretty much doing very similar to the Fnatic default, using the trip to clear short, and then just splits. And honestly, I think these are similar recon too.
They would be rotated over onto Generator, trying to get the spams in Buzz and DH, pretty good. Famous though, getting a sneaky shot at the DH in that little fight.
Yeah, the Cypher Lock utility around the site not really providing too much for Boom in this deficit retake.
Yeah, but at least now with the spike down, they will be able to hold the angles. Noted that it was a clone as well, so still, for now, twiddling our thumbs, waiting for Famous and Shiro to descent from heaven. Still looking for the angles, though.
Yeah, I mean, this Killseer,
Whether
Killseer will do.
Makes a slight mistake, but ultimately playing
Maybe
it
one?
safe. No kills found for Boom in this end of the round. Buzz with a triple.
Then we go into a big buy rounds. We got no ult for the defense, but we got to attack Omen.
It's not flawless for sure, but it is retaining what you need in towards the next round. Bit ambitious, I'll say, on the line for NC Slash at a peak, but you got to give credit where credit is due. It's a very sharp shot immediately to come on out for T1 as well. So if they are
Boom back.
just making sure that the crosshair placement
we're trying to
is
find
good. In this map, they're potentially, not going to see themselves in a 10-2 deficit at the half for the opening map and have to really.
Okay, Famous gets the op out as well. Where's he going with it?
Certainly shouldn't be, but now we have an op in the hands of Famous.
We got the same recon or a similar recon. Let's actually find out. Can you tell from the recon? Okay, you can tell from the recon. So that makes sense why they do the slower recon here, so it lands at a similar time. You can pretty much tell from the minimap where the server is. But I like the idea.
He should know how these operators get played.
Buzz and Famous is a very strong parallel to draw upon for this map, but still, for now,
I will say they need a 1 point punish B main. Meteor's getting way too much free control.
If they are going any further for orb control, or if you need to also just be there a little bit more wisely. The bait play at the moment, drawing out what they can over at B. Meanwhile, the pivot towards the A site, if they want to continue with this one at the moment, could go
Trip beyond, so if they want to retake over towards A in reaction.
Yeah, noted the clone as well, falling back.
Yeah, they've added a new one though. We saw the Fnatic default beforehand. This one's a little bit new. That's nice. Dude, Buzz is really fragging, man. 3K into 2K.
And the next DOS9 as well, though, able to get the wallbang back through.
Good load to come out from Meteor actually here as well. You can see that Berserks is kind of aware of it, but just the time and the affordance in this situation, he cannot go sniffing for it.
Not too much. You know who is going to go sniffing? Buzz.
Yeah, and he might have messed up here. 5.
Now it's really iffy. Getting wallbanged all the way through. Shock dart to close, clear close range.
Yeah, he was sniffing the end of his life, wasn't he there? 5 HP.
Your device is so late on shot.
To a safer spot, then might be able to
oh, this is interesting. Smoke out and then you DP onto it for a retake. I've never seen this. I'm not sure it's good, but
doesn't have much time left.
You at least create a lot of pressure.
Buzz is low, but the
Dude, I mean, it's back-to-back incredible rounds from Buzz right now. Double entry.
Up with the spike, but you'll take the
I like both of the T1 defaults past 2 rounds as well. They've been nice.
Sharp shots to come through from Buzz already being online. This super early is going to bode well for T1, I reckon. Talked about NC Slasher being the first one to need a dispatch of, removing all that utility, but the fact that Famous just doesn't even look like he reacts with that operator against Buzz there. Gets a little bit unfortunate. This is a Famous that really needs to step back into form for some success on this Boom squad.
Okay, 2 buy rounds. Nice early timeout from Boom. I definitely think this timeout's really good because Meteor on B main is Vice flashing, and then just gets free control. So, at the very least, what you're going to see is someone ready to shoot that flash, because he can't take B main for free like this. It's crazy.
Where has the Boom of Stage 1 gone? Where is their ferociousness?
True dat. They had the first 2 rounds. He did have some good rounds with that Marshall of his, but now onto this op. Yeah,
it's T1's comp attack side. It's a bit of both.
Not, ringing out or shooting.
Good on both.
Sometimes it's also the positioning that goes through. I mean, T1. A lot of teams have now begun to anticipate how Famous likes to position himself around this op. Granted, Ascent is not a map that they played too often, but still.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of look towards this veto as well, and I do scratch my head a little bit on how this is going to go, right? Maps that Boom were once
makes Chamber Vice so strong. It's just your strat book can be so big is one of the main things as well. Your strat book can just be so big. It's good on defense, it's good on attack. You got the double sentinel and the scan initiator, but the double sentinel has util that means that they kind of cover up. Together they're kind of an initiator, right? Like this, right? You put the trip here, you put the trip deep, the trip is now clearing this corner, right? You see it over towards short, they put the trip here, it's clearing this corner. Right, we're flashing. Okay, so something that I really like from T1 here is I wonder if Meteor spoke about this. They were taking B main for free here, so for sure this timeout, one of the first things that's going to be said is that they can't be taking B main control for free here, so the fact that they actually went over towards B, changed up and had the trip here and had 3 people hunting was pretty good. Because the most likely thing from that timeout was something to punish Meteor over towards B main.
In these rounds, they're going to have to try and find some info nice and early on and just figure out the game plan of T1, because if you're going to allow T1 to command some space in mid specifically, that's where they're going to really get the better of you with their splits to A that they're always so confident in.
Aggro wall every single time. Dude, he can't keep doing this flash getting free info. Feels sick.
Not quite the duel. Still with a shot rung out. It's DOS9 who unfortunately suffers defeat.
Yeah, DH.
And Pino, dude, I thought you dislocated your shoulder live on stream yesterday.
Meanwhile, I talk about the mid pressure that Boom need to start to explore. Well, they're here.
Thank you for the 52 months. Thank you, the tier 1.
You cannot beat him in the mind game, and Famous is down.
Even though Stax is low HP, yes, that is quite big damage felt on the side of Boom. At the same time, right, it's a 5-on-2 now. You're thinking the same.
No way.
You're back in towards B.
Surely Meteor saw him for a long time now.
But what do you look to do now? T1 have scoped out the whole situation. They've got a dimensional drift on Izu. If they need to pop this one to refigure out some extra information.
We got a timeout again, maybe. I don't know. They didn't change too much. That was my issue.
If they don't play any of these Quack in this sort of round, that can be an absolutely devastating round to come soon. And just by given the situation here, Boom have to save huge ultimate rounds to come forward next, you'd assume. Boom are going to have to try and find that next one.
It's precisely that. Both teams very aware of what they do have, hence T1 marking
Dislocate.
As well,
yeah, Bacon told me. Dislocated
it
a few weeks ago. I clapped too hard when we won a round and it hurt. They replayed you like as you clapped and it hurt. And I was like, wait. Wait, what did I just see?
Buzz getting taken off.
Shiro won away from the Hunter's Fury, if you can get that online, but finding Stacks here, that would actually be even
well, at
better.
Least you're on the road to recovery.
Round, but dropping the gun, so they get both of them.
Wow. No guns saved as well.
Next that was coupled
I mean, they got a lot of ults, but not the guns for it.
Dimensional drift in. Maybe you're getting some blind plays and some trap plays with the Hunter's Fury as well on a Cypher Lock composition that can do these sort of trap plays on defense, to now having to actually eco that.
You're expecting a new agent or a new map during Champs Finals? It's new agent, right? That's the next one.
Well, T1 happy with that result. They've got their guns, they've got the Outlaw back in Buzz's hands because they want to play like slight anti-eco. DOS9 though, what is this?
There's no recon on the back of it. You see a lot of these pop plays, your old Vision Striker-esque plays coming through from a split of mid and a crunch in towards B. Well, yeah, can't believe DOS9 has just done that by himself.
that was a little wild. I mean, there was a recon deep. I think it just got shot to try and combo.
Comparison between DOS9 and DH.
Sure. I mean, they clear a lot of space and they create a lot of question marks. Most likely, though, T1 should know there's a big stack over towards A. At the very least, they need to clear B main. As we can see, it's loaded on A.
You've got a lot more to do.
You've got camera, 2 sonic sensors, 2 trips.
These two teams, I definitely think that the controller of T1 doesn't need to do as much heavy lifting.
Yeah, they dodged the recon as well. It's a good call at the moment from T1. Damn, they're not messing around as well. They ult into this one. One. Oh boy, the ult on the ecos. The sub ult's pretty good though.
But Shiro does get one as well. Izu now coming in, takes out DOS9 and Famous. Now the rest of them just streaming into sight. Shiro as well as Berserks. Just one of them close by.
Stax is just happy enough that the rest of his team was able to find the frags. It doesn't really matter that he lost his life towards the counter and Shiro on that Hunter's Fury.
The rounds from T1 at the moment have been pretty nice.
You allowed him to get in on that dimensional drift. You supported his play.
They knew it would be heavy over towards A after the push as well. They don't want to mess about and they make sure they Euro ult and they can scale behind it. I mean, obviously Izu did incredible, but the overall calling's still been good. I've liked their defaults. They've mixed up the amount of times where they're using the chamber trip. The only thing that I think Boom is doing pretty badly, in my opinion, is it's crazy how much free space Meteor's getting.
Generally a great macro team. When it came to the Paper X game, yeah, it leads up to being a little bit more question, and you need a little bit more individual micro play to contend with just the chaos that Paper X throws at you. Seemingly not really phased by it too much since that game here, because the ideas that they're coming out with on this attacking side is looking pretty good. You remove the pistol round and the secondary one as well. Things have looked just, I would say, normal for T1, right? With what we're kind of expecting from them. A situation, though, for Boom.
Hey, this is good. We're finally
Angel
fighting
swinging
here.
back in their favor, hopefully here with the operator
Uh-oh.
back out for Famous.
Buzz just got to the line. Famous just
well.
lost it. This is very nice for Meteor at the moment. He knows they're kind of playing more aggro because the instant shock, and he hasn't tried to do his flash yet.
Sneaking past it.
And Boom just taking this B main space yet again.
Huh.
Zerx.
And this time they just
removed,
drone
and so
out.
is
My
Shiro,
goodness. Well,
That's a cracker of a couple
when
shots
do we start
coming
looking
on
at the
through
other map?
from the shadows from DH as well. And as soon as Famous has lost his life, this just goes really wrong for Boom.
Crikey. That's the opt-on. Now, 2 guns left.
yeah, they can't even get a
Can't even
get a
save
pity
too
kill
well
at the
off of
end
it
here.
either.
Need another timeout, I feel like, for Boom.
Necessary.
And if you're dropping 2 in the first half as well, I mean, it feels horrible, doesn't it? But then you do have to remember, that's what DRX were pushed to do in our last series on Bind. Didn't work out for them. Nongshim still take the map, but at least they came out with
T1 is
some good
shooting? Yeah,
discussions
they
to
really
start to
are.
figure out things
I mean,
immediately.
Buzz and Meteor are
These
doing
situations
that.
for Boom,
Mostly Buzz, but
you still got access
I mean,
to
and
4 of
Izu,
your
I guess, ran
ultimates.
before us,
Famous
so.
has not done anything with that operator yet. And your B play from Shiro and Berserks as well is just cleanly removed by Meteor.
I hear what you're saying. Harsh but true. Harsh but true. NC Slasher, consolation prize. DOS9 maybe also with a stinger at close range.
what's Dust9 going to do here?
Nonetheless,
Swing?
It's T1, and they are doing a good job at playing
Save the
things
stinger.
safe, running the map, and also
9 loss bonus.
somehow Meteor just being able
Armor.
to pull out those lurk
Heavy
kills
armor
again.
stinger.
Boom, on the other hand, needing to step up so much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this sort of situation, and you're not really even needing to see Meteor go on any tangible lurks right now. He's just with his team, doing the job. Everyone's hitting the shots on T1 at the moment. Got to see a switch up come through from Boom, or maybe, and this is very unlikely, see a huge mistake from T1. Good gravnet.
Great Gravnet.
Spots out DH, but the whole
The
team
1-for-1 is
T1
good here.
Right behind.
It's a shame that they lost smoke on
A
attack,
bit of
but
overzealousness from DH there.
I mean smoke on defense
There'll be
even.
some growing pains with this one. They still get the trade in the end.
Which ultimately does favor T1, given the fact that Boom will have to reposition off the death.
Yeah, but I'm looking at Shiro and NC Slasher. You've been given the responsibility of these primary rifles here, right? You're holding on to them. You have to see them come away with the goods. NC Slasher, of course, holding on to that Annihilation. Berserks is not going to be able to use the hat to get the reveal over on the other side of the map, because you need to see some information gathered by Boom soon. Everyone is just being very stale in their positions currently.
Yeah, given the guns they have, so conservative makes sense, even though it might not be the best option. But meanwhile, for T1, playing ahead of this, right? Reading.
He can't
the
fake
A-split
over
once
towards
again,
B.
they have stepped up
Try to
the
get some kind
rifles
of
in the right
rotate, but I mean, there's
spots,
nothing
but
else behind it. People won't
T1
rotate.
just closed so many spots of play. And
Dude,
Shiro's
I mean,
caught
they just
blinking.
walk in and win every duel.
quick on the pre-fire check. NC Slasher, though, trying to.
Is this what Autumn was talking about? They are actually just aiming different.
White swing, Buzz,
No
TP's what
way.
the heck? Headhunter pulled out immediately. Famous was not able to come online, but still, NC Slasher firing off quads onto another one. Buzz,
Yeah,
close range.
he's
tries
spoiled
to
for
get the
choice,
snap,
doesn't know which one to go for.
Slasher will bail
Hey,
his
nicely
team
done.
out with a thrifty win.
Can they
I said
can
I
they
can't
get any
believe
kind of
I'm saying
recoverable
this if T1
off?
make a big mistake. And there's a couple of mistakes in that round. Time being a little bit of a potent one. They use a lot of it to clear a lot of the corners, which you do understand. In the 4 versus 4 situation, it looks like they're going to get a bit of a good hold back on towards this A site, right? But it's NC Slasher with the ultimate, the Annihilation that I highlight there, used to great success. And if he loses his life there against Buzz, I mean, is that situation redeemable for Buzz in the 1 versus 1 from Berserks? I mean, maybe, but it doesn't happen there. A lifeline at least given to Boom now as they look to try and tie things up.
You know what I mean about the Vice let's wait. The device chamber comp your strat book can be so big. If
again
you
with the
tried to
operator.
anti what's
He
going
is
on
being
with
dealt
T1
with
here, there's
so
a couple of small things
convincingly
for like
at
the
the moment.
recons and stuff, but they've pretty much
Buzz out of his
done
chamber
something
as well,
different
reading
every other
situation
round.
aptly.
Meteor,
It's
Meteor has access to the Steel Garden
they're
as
pretty
well.
prepped on this.
If you want to go for a play with that, you absolutely can. You hear the drone, though, starting to go over towards B, so you know that Shiro is there. Berserk's usual utility is towards Bravo as well, but it's the alpha play to come through from T1. This is the priority play from then into the B site.
Yeah, looking for that crunch. Shiro starts things off beautifully. Decent
Jill.
one from
Big
Berserk
Jill.
as well. Stacks will trade. Gives T1 the site. Oh, but numbers, Buzz, all of a sudden still
Buzz
hangs
is
around a little bit longer than he
frying.
wants. And that's Shiro gone off the board.
3 versus 2. Superior upline. Obfuscate the vision with the dark cover, but still, what can you look to do? DOS9 with a Paranoia. NC Slasher, Gravnet.
Maybe catch a couple onto this site, get a good flash and swing off of it.
Ah, but they're not swinging off of it. That's the problem.
Just a blind Paranoia, and that's it. They're just holding on to the other side, but not really finding too much. Buzz, meanwhile, just waiting for the right time to click. Not finding it. Stacks, though, happy to hold down onto lane. DOS9 feels the pressure, goes up against Stacks, but at this point, the round is done. 2 kills to his name, and that will be it.
Yeah, I'll just wait.
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff,
T1.
T1.
Come back online for
Looks horrible to play
DOS9, which
against.
is why the Paranoia goes a little bit too early. You know, I'm a little bit surprised that NC Slasher didn't try to throw that Gravnet out early and they Paranoia towards the sites. Try and just open up an opportunity for him to start to get in for a retake. If the intention was to have a timeout in the round after, maybe best option would have just been to save. You know, as heartbreaking as it is, you would have had a couple extra guns coming in towards this next round. You still got the ultimates building for the ones that have used it. A couple still available. As T1 claims 7, and the remainder of the Boom Boys as well at the tail end of that round. Now that timeout, as I mentioned,
Yeah,
comes
double
into
timeout
play
in one
from
half.
Boom Esports.
But they, I mean, they need it.
And really, you start to wonder, 3-9 from T1.
It's still
on the
very
attacking
hard as
side
well
of
on
this
this one
map.
because
Boom opted
they
to
are
start
just doing
defense.
so much.
Right. Well, it definitely is a position that
I
does
think
not feel
Sentinels
comfortable for
on
Boom. We'll
Sentinels
see
on
if
A and
this
fight B
technical
main might be
timeout
the
can
best
take them
choice.
out of this trench. The other thing to think about is just how much pressure could be mounting on their shoulders as well, thinking about their upcoming opponents, or even the fact that they are possibly going to get relegated. I mean, we kind of had a slight discussion about this, right, at how the Southeast Asian challenger scene looks right now. Or
Chamber very
even
good on
just
this map, but people just not
challenger
used to it.
specific overall.
People aren't really used to it.
Throw a memory back to everyone.
Chamber's always good if your
Currently,
player's
Boom.
good.
Boom
As simple
on
as
this
that.
map against Gen G was 12-0.
But the reason it kind of
Boom
works
didn't
is
get a
just because
single
of
attacking
the
round, and that's where
the
they go
vice.
next. That was the last time they played this map, by the way. So we really need to see a huge switch up come on from them now for the 7-5 to give
Yeah, I like
themselves
this from
as much
T1, man.
opportunities as they can on that switch up.
They smoke actually over towards the main to take main. They really thought they were going to have to duel people here.
Timeout, T1
And they might have to
plays,
next round as well.
it's safe.
Then you got the trip here,
Drone checks,
but if they
pizza doesn't
re-clear
see
over
much.
towards it and then someone to swing off the back.
Just little by little, the scaling starts to come into play for
And
T1.
every single side, you got the wall on the other side of the
Piecing
map
the
to see if they
puzzle
get like
together. Famous, though.
super aggro.
He's hungry.
And it's always like a wall that if you kind of
It's the
commit, you
pistols,
can
though,
get punished for
Berserk
it.
and Shiro are the ones with the rifles. They're not at the current point of position where Buzz is lurking up mid. Rendezvous at the ready.
Slowly scaling forward. Not much supporting him, though, so this could be dicey. The rest of the team up towards B main.
I'd love for them to just leave him here and focus on getting in towards the site, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. Izu goes in, but Buzz, head removed.
Sure, but they didn't
Great
check the
decision
Euro. They have
from
no idea about the
Berserk.
Euro as well. Sorry,
Now
the
the
server.
weapons getting picked up, smoked off as well, right at the entrance. Shiro with the triple. Izu then trying to pick up the pieces. Spike retrieved, but that is quite telling as well. Into the site he goes, but so will Boom. They are chasing, they're hunting, but what is that? Microflicks! DOS9 in the one-on-one after his two teammates just died.
Oh my, he had
Digs
such a
himself
chance.
deep
7
and will
HP.
dig his team out of that one.
7 HP.
Oh my lord, what a valiant attempt to come through from Izu there. DOS9 with 7 HP.
Oh man, that was It was a great try from Izu.
From Boom. It's like statues waiting for T1 to pop the pin, waiting for T1 to get in towards that
He did mess up a little bit with his ult. I think with the Yoru ult, you should always at least just like step forward to check here and here.
Just peppered down by the spray of bullets coming through. A thrifty from Boom on the back of that timeout.
You'd only lose a second, I guess.
I thought to myself as well, where is the neural theft to come out from Berserks? It's not really needed. The team was shooting, but the 1 versus 3 attempt from Izu, he's even given the huge opportunity at the end there. He knows that was so winnable.
The fact that the last duel was so long as well. Boom. Super doable. Still got the Vice Sword, still got Sova
on the board now as we move into the last of the half.
Good moment by DOS9. That's right, next round continues forward. Let's see if Boom can actually string another round in together with this Famous. Having some ideas towards the middle with that op of his once again. So far, it's been 0 kills.
Yeah, again, I like the idea from T1 as well. It feels like they're always a step ahead after the time-ons.
The different styles of play thrown at them. It was a bit of an Achilles heel against Talon. Now
they do the same thing, smoke over towards B-main. This time got the trip over to towards the other side. Still got the Omen ready to swing off the trip if they do push.
Be such an important round at the moment. And if T1 continue to go where they are at the moment too, into Famous's operator.
What a line to hold. Fortunately with the flash, he has to TP away. DOS9 to relay forward. Oh, and then still guarded propped.
Vice,
well. Hunter's Fury out
you're
from
returning the Sova ult.
But is it going to catch any
Dude,
prey?
no one is even close to being able to back up Izu here.
Side smoke propped up by DOS9.
The amount of first kills and entries they got on A was insane this half.
Swarming. Spike not fully planted just yet.
I felt like they won every aim duel in A site apart from that one round.
One kill. That is all he writes. Berserks to do it all. And it's looking.
Dude, they had a nice attack off though. It was nice to watch. They have a lot of stuff. They got a lot of stuff on this.
T1 closes out this first half 8-4.
I don't even know if Berserks used the neural theft at all. I'm scratching my head to consider if it was thrown in there at all. Just rip that one and provide your team some sort of extra information in these sort of situations. Either way, Boom, they tried to flood early before the plant situation could go down. You got to see the contingency plan.
For God's sake,
still
Bacon.
having a Hunter's Fury at the end.
Why are you
there.
joining
Very
in?
viable to bail T1 out if Boom started to mount a successful retake. Exchanging of the halves now. Boom Esports to the pistol round they go. Pistols, pretty good for them, right? They've been very successful on collecting time and time again, but I do start to wonder.
Bacon had an original one yet. That's true.
What do the rounds
yeah, they should be happy with their prep here. I mean, this is it's a drilled map from them, from what I've seen.
T1
I imagine their defense will look pretty drilled.
Paper X, but still pushing it into overtimes, losing the bonus as well in some circumstances, right? Their rifle rounds are starting to be built up brilliantly. Makes me worried for Boom here, Quack.
As am I. It's a far cry from what we've witnessed in Stage 1. That was the greatness era of Boom, surprising everyone with all these up plays, insane smoke movements and moments as well from DOS9, but now it feels as though most teams have started to catch on to these little tricks and antics. T1, on the other hand, so far on this map, especially on their attacking side, have just
why didn't they pick Ascent against Paper X? They wanted to have, they wanted to pick their perma ban.
One from Boom as well.
The numbers
currently last in pistols. See if they can turn it around here though. They picked up the first pistol.
It should have been like the
in this map.
I mean,
so to be able to double down.
I can't be too angry at the Haven pick. It is their perma ban. It makes more sense to do bind, but I don't think they have the best bind because they second ban bind.
Chamber plays from Buzz. Rendezvous again, ripe and ready.
There we go. Info gathered as
nice
well.
Shot.
But look at that.
I mean, Buzz is in trouble.
Down, okay,
yeah, no one shot the recon.
Trudge forward into A site.
Got to capitalize on this now, though, as Boom get that plant down.
Whoa, easy. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dude,
he's done so much.
Spike almost planted it, but unfortunately falls off. Just Famous left looking for sheriff shots.
Yeah, and they didn't get the plant down. Dude, the fast one-person flood from Izu with a meteor flash.
Boom has just misread that play to come through from T1. That's honestly what that one is there. You got one player down in Hell looking to set up some utility. Believe that was DOS9. You've got the plant attempted from Shiro, and it's just denied. No one is protecting him from the jump down from T1. NC Slasher has done some God's work to get in towards the site there, but yeah, Izu, he's just thrown in there by the team to go and get the damage.
Izu shooting, and to be fair, all of T1 are shooting.
Boom, another pistol in this series. They want to close this map convincingly.
Run it back on Corrode, but here we go. Smokes up. Boom, looking to flood.
All the information already for T1
We'll
and
say,
what's
though,
happening in this round. Mid from Izu,
looks alright from
B-main from Meteor.
Okay.
T1 know that this is a play towards A.
Yeah, I guess even if they had hit, it wouldn't have looked good because of the fawns. Man, Vice is strong, dude.
Through the cages, Boom just continue to walk past that smoke and straight into these crosshairs that T1 are holding.
Yeah, Stax will pad some stats as well.
Yeah, Stax got a couple, yeah.
Didn't have the most successive kill collection over on the attacking side.
Damn.
But it's not really his role in this squad, is it? So it'll just be some confidence at the end of the day to meet with the team. A team of which on T1, picking up those first 2 rounds now. Are they going to be able to collect a bonus, or is this is where we're going to start to see Boom find some depth in this server, find some weight here? NC Slasher is one away from the annihilation. They go towards A, where they can pick that one up. Should be no contest of play for that orb by T1.
Okay, first big buy from Boom. Let's see what they got.
Oh, Buzz beginning to peek out, gain control over B.
They got a miss recon outside of the map.
Now what do you want to do as
Not
Boom?
great.
Spread across the map.
Sound sensor up.
Buzz with the bailout.
Well, he actually just hops away. Okay, now he goes in for it. That's the shock dart baited out
Yeah,
too.
and they got the layer over
51
towards middle,
HP,
protect the
Bucky.
trip
Do you still
when you
wanna
TP back.
Go over towards this B side. There could be a bit of a trap play.
Just a wee bit of utility.
Oh, we got caught out in the open.
Good shots from Shiro ringing out. That stacks down.
Yeah, if you can find these little isolation frags, you'd be right as rain as Boom here.
Pumping the brakes, thinking that it would pull the rotations over. Famous continuing to hold inside of A main, and he will secure himself a kill.
Yeah, this is the point in time for Boom to just collect all together and look to go in somewhere together as well. 40 seconds to go. It's going to be the A site. See some movements start to shift from Izu and Meteor.
Yeah, they picked the right site in terms of Boom. Everyone rotated off. They're about to gamble over towards B. And yes, it's about, dude, Izu's like, do you know what? I fast flood earlier and I killed everyone. Let's just do it again. I'll just fight on my own. Nice shot.
Meteor shut down as well. Just Buzz with, well, he's got some stuff.
Izu a little bit ahead there. Had the decoy, had some teammates, wanted for the second bite of the cherry with the flash. Didn't work out. Understandable, have a nice day. Just the bonus round.
Gunning gets
Boom
out.
will be collecting
No,
their
wants
5th
some damage.
kill. Shiro as well will get ever so closer to the
Okay,
Hunters.
Boom actually have some more
Fury.
ults
So
though, and they're
that's
one away from a
from
Sova
Boom
ult, so
Esports on this attacking
they
side
could get a
here.
few
They
rounds
do better
in.
than their last installment as well on Ascent, courtesy of Gen G, leading them for a 0 attacking side at half. But I know that T1 are not a team that are going to let you play default time and time again and find these individual pickings. They're going to come out with different
Okay,
plays.
Buzz gets the op out, and they want a fast A main take.
Would have been practicing. You don't pick a map for a silly reason if you don't got strats, right? Operator is out for Buzz. Currently poised up towards the
But they do
rafters
pretty
of
good
A.
at hiding where the chamber most likely would
Boom are
be.
looking to go again.
If fighting with the Yoru, you would think the chamber's not going to be here. Yeah, so they decided to just insta-send it, but there's actually just 3 here. That's a really insanely bold play from DH. I can't imagine that worked in practice.
Might even be the call to come through from T1
Did he
here. That's
eat
just
the
a
Omen
convincing
flash or something?
execution in towards
I
the site
guess.
from Boom Esports. Set up behind the dark cover. Flash in.
TPs as well.
Annihilation. Expunge, but sure, you'll take that. You needed a way to get back in towards this one as Boom. So they will double down on the round count, follow up the bonus with what could be a
Okay, I hope we get
flawless
his POV.
Unless Meteor has something to say.
He probably just tanked the Omen Flash and went for a play.
Anticipates it, but Berserk's a little bit quicker. Happy to see Boom starting to write things up for the rest of the team.
Could even see an early timeout to try and stop any momentum building on the Boom side.
Yeah, I mean, they still got the Sova ult as well. So,
to
again, Boom can get a couple of rounds here for sure.
They can have a conversation again. But what have you really seen from them? 2 rifle
Dude, let's see if we
rounds
can
so
work
far?
out what's going through DH's brain here. It has to be a valid reason.
There's going to be, no access to an Annihilation again, for example, in the next round. You see these sort of flash and drone plays come
Yeah,
out
they didn't
again.
really get
You
it.
start to wonder, is it real, is it not? This is the opportune time
That's
for
someone
Boom to
else,
even
sorry.
potentially consider going for some sort of fake play.
Divine Evil, thank you so much, dude. Thank you with the 5 gifted. You
get
did
that
5 the other day,
snowball
5 now.
rolling.
Thank you so much,
That was
bro. I
granted,
appreciate
it was
that.
a round where they had a pretty good setup
Yeah,
on
you know
A
what
as
to do?
well, but
Get the oil slug spam
Boom
going.
dismantles it.
For the gifted, thank you for that, mate.
Could even run the same
Anyone that
thing
got gifted as
again.
well, please add
Take
Divine
things
Evil
slow.
and say
Berserk
thank you.
still
Yeah, Boom are holding back, waiting to see if there's any difference in play from T1 in this round. They've saved an operator. They could be on a forward line. They could be going for a bit of a set pop play for that information as well. So you'll be having to see a drone invested over towards A main, you'd expect.
You gifted
That's exactly what
5,
Shiro
and then
was
he
popping out at
comes
this
in
current
with
point
some
time.
words of
Very
wisdom,
standard
and he
Sova moves on this
and he
map to
says money
reclaim some
does
territory
solve
that
all
you
the
have
problems
lost.
in the world. Okay.
A little bit more with aggression
Thank you for
util
that.
coming on out, but it'll keep T1 interested at this A site. This sort of utility is what I'm talking about, quite honestly.
Thank you for the 5
Yes.
gifted.
It's baiting out T1 to over-rotate for an expected play that you've done a couple of times.
Not
Show
wrong.
giant
I mean,
bit of
I
presence,
agree
letting
that
people play
it's
to their
at
own
least, I would
minds.
say,
Yeah, building that
probably
consistency,
90.
Well, we'll
baiting
see,
them.
99% of
T1
them.
with time elapsed now beginning to
But I've heard it
rotate back.
doesn't.
Stacks doesn't
But
feel
I
happy
found
being
that
alone on
hard
the
to
site,
believe.
So let's see if Meteor can provide him some assistance with that sheriff of his.
Here we are.
Otherwise, Boom, just marching forward. You got the wall up as well. It's not too
Oh no, the
simple.
wall's blocked
Missed wall
himself
actually
off.
to
They
come
can
out
only
from
go
NC
lane.
Slasher. They had to wait for the dart that went
Stacks
out
hero
earlier as
gun.
well.
Oh, Stacks.
It's a
Good
great
for one
jump
at
out.
least.
Spike
But
down
as I was
B.
saying, that's right. It's going to be a tough round for T1.
Spike planted.
Yeah, you got to choose if you want to invest the dimensional drift or not.
I mean, would you?
How else do you get in? You got to remove that trap wire that's blocking you currently. You send in the clone for that first, and now you go.
And just to try a guess. Still considering the firepower. Buzz with the off goes in. Close range, point blank. Not happening. Famous. Clicks and holds.
Alright, the next
Now
one's
the
the
rest of
big
them
one.
just spamming
And
forward,
Izu has
playing off
ult, so they
contact
can
with
heavy
each
retake
other.
if they want to.
Berserk's looking to close it out. Oh, Meteor, another shot. Maybe even a third, but not quite happening until NC Slasher comes through. Boom. Going to pick up a couple more rounds here, closing in on this gap.
Yeah, starting to revitalize a little bit here.
Oh, I see. It
BME
was for
towards a
the
couple
for
rounds
an
in
auto mod
play.
of Sylvan.
But are they
Oh
going to be
my
able
goodness.
to continue on, or are
With
T1
auto
gonna
modded
start to
Sylvan,
realize
dude.
what
Okay,
the
we'll take it
little
off when
tells
he
of Boom
once he
currently
gets into a
are,
team
right?
though.
Waiting for Famous to get these pop plays out the smokes. Bit of
Dude,
combo
that's
around
90%
that
of chat's
utility.
jokes. What are they gonna do
The
now?
drone last time was a couple of tell components. Now they change it up. A big bait, actually, right? I love the fact that all this conditioning that Boom do throw over just in the bonus in the second round after that is enough to give T1 some thoughts of concern that it might be another A play. So it's not like we're seeing a Boom without ideas, for sure.
And hey, credit to Shiro for that as well. I mean, he
Okay,
was that Sova that
It's a good
did all that
timeout.
work,
It's a
so
good time for a timeout.
pretty lovely
They
to
got
see
rid
with
of
the
most. Well,
adjustments
I say
coming
got
over
rid. They
from that
lost
previous
the
game that they
rounds,
had.
but
Boom
those ults
still
are out.
Definitely potential force to
EMEA
be reckoned
tonight
with.
for sure. We got Pacific
then begin
EMEA,
with this
and then we got
timeout.
Americas today also.
Certainly we'll have quite a bit to say.
That's a
T1
banger
pick
drawing.
into
Fair
Ascent,
play.
They managed to not come away
Damn, they
with
did
it.
the fadeaway to him
There's
as well.
still a bit of
That's sick.
more concern with the nature of this roster at the moment.
I'll leave you with a bitter taste in your mouth.
You got to think what they've got up their sleeve for CORRODE as well. Newest map to be added to Valorant. Already.
Exciting, but we'll see. For now, still onto Ascent. T1.
What is this
3
one?
away from
Fast
possibly
set
closing
strat
out.
with the
Needing to get the
Euro
read
ult.
on it though. Boom, going in with a set play. Hunter's Fury straight into sight.
And Dimensional Drift to start to piece things together as well. Meanwhile, though, NC Slash.
Big drawback is.
Okay,
well.
this is just falling apart.
Let's start looking at
a
CORRODE,
misread
man.
to come out from Boom. Their layered
They got
approach.
nothing for the
Hunter's Fury
combo.
netting nothing. Dimensional Drift as well. Wrong dimension of play to come out from Famous on that one, you feel. And Shiro just pinged up.
Yeah, they got wrecked.
Flawless answer from T1 after their
timeout. In the
timeout.
YouTube chat. Thank you. Predictions
all
for
happened at the
Pacific
start of
tomorrow, mate. I wouldn't be able to
Buzz's
tell you what
operator
games
as
are
well. I
tomorrow.
mean,
Let's have a look.
Potentially positioned off towards top mid, but with
Tomorrow
that
is
position, able to
GE
rotate
against
back
Team
forward
Secret.
as soon as that Hunter
PaperX
Fury
against
rings out, you can
DFM.
expect
I would
them
go
to
for
retreat
GE
through
and
the smoke.
PaperX
That's
with what I've
exactly
seen.
what T1 does. Stacks as well.
The GE game might be a little bit close. I didn't think Team Secret looked too
At
bad.
the right spot for T1 in that round. Now a couple more chances for Boom.
Oh yeah, Achilles is casting Team Secret. And honestly, that makes me feel like they might win.
Sure. You still got to kind of also think that Boom have to have a little pass mark in this round to hold on to a couple.
Dude, this guy has not got this recon down. Shiro has missed his recon from here to here every single time. We had one that went out the map here, and we had one that ended up here. He has not got it down.
Which then Boom.
Yeah, you're not going to read into it too much.
MC's here. Hello, mate. I just did. MC.
Up something towards this ace site. DH is ready though.
It's the normal
MC, you actually be happy to know that I went for Secret in my pick'ems. That was before I saw your team play though.
Famous as well. We see this
I will say that.
again. There's that drone.
The key timings of it too. Fake TP and it's quickly read by T1. The reactions from DH here. As he swings over to the side. Still though, Izu not quite connecting onto the shots.
Bro.
That allows for the rest of Boom to flood back
I think,
in.
Yeah, that one
honestly,
looks a little bit scrappy to come on out when you're in
if
the
Autumn
grab
does
net
want to
as
look at this
well.
round and say we just
Now
missed
retake
the
attention
shots,
from T1
I
if
think
they
that
want
is
to.
valid.
Buzz and Stacks.
Like, he's actually right on this one.
A long time coming. So you might need to go a little bit ahead of that.
I'm too far.
Gotta check all of these corners, especially the one into Generator. Shiro is pretty darn low. Stacks trying to get ahead of it with the shock dart, but oh, Boom. Able to steal themselves and find the 2 kills necessary.
Yeah, it feels like it doesn't really matter if T1 have the inkling and the read that that is the play that's going to come out yet again. Boom, get in and hit their shots. Do start to question a little bit, is this the one play that they have with this comp to get in towards the A site? Is it always the drone, the flash, and the grab net? Or are there, you know, a couple more different iterations that they do have possible? Taking T1 a little bit of time
Yeah,
to
the Flame players for
figure out
missing
a
shots
way to shut
every
that
single time,
specific
but not to
play
their
down.
face.
But you see it a couple more times,
So
and
they
I think
won't
that
know
they'll
about
have
it.
a really good way of contending with it.
Can go a little bit back and forth. T1 currently at least. We've got some ultimates to work off of. And Izu looking for
Great info.
Well, he will confirm it. Mid is exploring, or being explored by Boom.
Hence the rotations back over onto A site. Hearing a lot going off over by Tree.
I did just mention before as well, is there a different approach towards this A site that Boom have up their sleeves? The answer is yes, it would seem. Everyone going through Tree there, but with no progress actually made. Forces Izu to bring out the Dimensional Drift and just refigure out where everybody is. Confirm again that Famous is mid. They've locked out
take
of
that
mid.
TP out of there. They
So
at
you've
least
got
saw
some time to
so
settle as
many.
T1 reset.
Every
They
single
could
pass
come
was
back
seen.
towards A.
They didn't get
That
too
they
much
do.
info because it's all over towards Mills, so they don't know where they're going.
Bear Mesh out as
DH
well.
has a big Omen
More
flash.
footsteps, so back into
Yeah,
A
it was
we
pretty
go.
nice.
That Bear Mesh might slow things down a little bit on the rotational side, but
Did they get
that means
3
it all
on
comes
site
down
and we had the
to
cross-map
Izu.
recon that delayed them a little bit? Smoke goes out so they can focus on short.
To wait before going again.
30 seconds left.
a little bit more time bot. Will it be enough to give them the foothold they need? DH, great on the shot. Meteor as well. The trades have been found. Berserk Shiro.
He's got a neural theft. He needs the information.
Wait, Meteor, why are you going alone? Dude, why do they keep going alone on Heaven? I get it worked for the pistol round, but...
Final moment, Spike gets planted out and he confirms positions. Buzz looking for a couple of wall bangs, but still it's way too close. Stacks pulls out the recon just to give his teammates some urgency as he pushes past Heaven, but spotted by Shiro. It's all down to Stacks now with a Phantom. Nothing else in his pocket. Goes out
Whoa,
for the
that
swing.
second shot
Gets a
is
good
nice,
flick
man.
onto
31
Shiro, but
HP was
still
kind of close.
missing onto Berserks in the
Dude,
initial.
Meteor's just lost the round,
That
really.
will be
To be honest,
Boom
he should just be waiting for his
closing
teammates.
things up. It's 9-11 now.
Yeah, Shiro hitting some sharp shots in that one to bail
It's pretty
them out of a
costly. No, they got
sticky
to eco after
situation.
this. It could get
Gives
close
some
because of
good
it.
praise towards T1. I thought the way that they were doing their timing on the utility was pretty convincing
yeah,
that they might
Prodigy,
be
I'm pretty sure.
assuring
Let me
for
just
this
double check.
round, but no. Boom managed to get out through the tree. The 3 versus 2.
No, I didn't.
a little
Prickster,
bit
thank you so
early
much
from
for that
T1
as well.
when
Thank
that
you,
neural theft
man.
comes out, because that 2 versus 2.
Dude, if they get a
They
tournament
make
there,
some good work
and
of
a
that
master
in the
there.
end. Timeout to be deployed from T1. As they do feel the weight of what is happening in the server right now. Boom are starting to figure out what they need to do on this attacking side to get the better of you.
okay, big timeout. But
And
the
as I
timeout can
said
definitely
just
be to
before
play
Quack as
together
well,
a little bit.
feels like it's only a
like every
matter of
single
time
time
for
I'm
T1
seeing some
and
kind
Ergo T1's
of...
coaches to recognize what a lot of
I
these
don't know. I don't even know what's going
normal
through their
tells are
heads.
from Boom.
I think it is literally because he's who won
might
the
be the
pistol
time that
from
they've
it.
figured that out
Do they
to
feel like they can just
put an
carry
L in
on
this
just
one.
individually jumping down?
And that's the thing, you know, you're coming down into
Or just
this
sending it.
moment where you're deep into the second half. Boom are still showing off so many different looks. T1 needing this help from the coaching staff. You've seen it, the deadlock barrier mash and how much it can provide, and at the same time still playing around.
gives a bit of time though for Fields to start to cook as well over on Boom's side, right?
Yeah.
He is somebody that is really, really smart when it comes to his anti-plans. And so I feel like
Okay,
right now
force
in a
them down to an
situation
eco.
where
It
things are
is getting
you know, to the
close.
nth hour
Berserk
on
has
this
the
map,
gun that can one-shot
having
everyone.
another chance and check in with him there for
And
Boom.
boom,
Very important to
5-person
listen
group.
well.
Crucial round now.
And they're gonna get early info.
At the same time, you gotta admit, you love to feel the electricity in your veins. Boom, what a journey. Shearwall in their faces now.
Bit of information confirmed. Boom, love their explosive plays.
Okay,
All in together.
4 make it
Stacks
through.
Holding the off angle for Dear
Uh-oh,
Life.
Fawns
Actually
are so
catches
strong,
two.
bro.
Shiro answers
Fast
back.
strats
Meteor
against
out
the
from
Fawns
stairs.
still.
Uh-oh, Annihilation, wasted 2.
And that does it not bode well for Boom. Meteor repositions and gets the drop on Berserks. NC Slasher.
Holy,
A little
okay,
cut, but
well,
it's
we thought it might
Izu
get
that
close,
closes
but
out.
I don't know, man.
Thrifty
Boom
picked
keep
up
going
by
for
T1
fast
to
strats, and they
give
gave
them
themselves no
that
options here.
point.
That
They
is
just
a
went
player
for it
that
no
comes
matter
out
what.
from Boom
Stuck in the
that I
Fawns,
immediately think
easy
back
shots
to
to
their
hit.
Phoenix composition. They love to get control in B main.
Yeah,
They
you gotta
love
go
to
a little
walk
bit
up,
slower
and
against
they
the
love
Vice,
to
or at least just have like a
explode.
shock in the
Famous getting
open.
out those curveballs, the team layering with the extra utility too. Very copy
I mean, they hit some
paste,
nice shots,
a little
but
bit of difference for the
Fawns are
level of
OP.
top that they're coming out with here, but just the execution not good. Doesn't work out, gets shut down by T1. They thrifty them to get map point.
Might even have been slightly unexpected, but you could tell T1's quite prepared and quite elated with the result. Boom then opting for different approaches now. They have to. Back towards this A default.
3 chances for T1 to close out their map pick here, Quack.
Oh, you got all that deadlock utility. Oh, excuse me, Vi's utility swapped around as well.
Now you just got to spread around the map at the moment. Thorns towards the entry point of both extremities.
Mags with the Prime. Thank you for the
Or it
15
has
months,
just
mate.
been Stacks and Meteor on the B site. How lucky are you feeling, Berserks? I don't know if lucky's the right word, but
I feel like you need a little bit of luck in the play when you go against Meteor, though.
50-50. You go in for the duel, you hope to get it. Good check so far, though, with the shock darts.
They got the Fawns out of him, but
Use
this
your
time they got the
drone
deeper
from
wall.
Shiro, you've got a recon
Got
if
deeper
that
wall,
doesn't scan
flash,
bolts and you
2-person
overlook
holds.
it. Meteor could absolutely just rain
Maybe
on
a slow vault could save them here.
Boom setting up for another explosive hit.
you. Would you expect the same thing twice over?
And it's a different shear wall this time. It's
Oh
gonna
boy,
catch
he can
him off guard
reposition
and
because
keep
of
him
the wall.
trapped. Oh
And
no!
we might be able to get a smoke over here.
Worst possible case scenario for Boom.
Oh.
They have to pick up the
Oh.
pieces now. Great flash
20
from
seconds.
Famous, but still the
Jesus.
wall bang from
What?
Stacks.
And he can fall back towards the back side if he wants to. 15 seconds, Boom have to force
Wait,
a
what did I
play
miss there?
Holds back,
that
holds
his
the
recon?
off angle. DOS9 carefully clearing, meandering for it, but it does not happen. Buzz getting another shot as well. The responsibility on
Dude,
Shiro's
T1 looked way
shoulders
too
and
drilled on this map.
overwhelming. It's
T1 looked too
crushing.
drilled, and Boom
Buzz
kind of
delivers
just
the
went for
final
fast strats,
blow.
and I'm not sure you can do it against the
13-9
Vice.
after the longest second second half. Boom! Attempted at
At
coming
least that's
back.
where like they lost most of their rounds.
T1 says
Yeah, they're
the dream's
they're
done.
drilled on this map though.
Yeah, Boom
They got a
don't
lot of
fall
stuff.
over in that map after a bit of a rocky first half.